Okay, picture this. You're looking at a football match, ready to place a bet. You see a number next to your team. Maybe it's 250, or maybe it's plus 150. So what's the deal with these numbers? Let's get into it, right? Have you ever actually wondered why two completely different numbers exist for the exact same bet? I mean, it seems kind of pointless, doesn't it? But trust me, this is way more than just a formatting choice. It goes a lot deeper. What you're actually looking at is a window into how different cultures think about money, risks, and even the story of winning and losing itself. It's like this silent war between two completely different philosophies. So let's start with our first clue, which is the system that, well, most of the world uses. There's a reason they call it the global language of betting. This is the decimal system. It's all about being simple, clean, and to the point. And here's the most important part. That number shows you the total money you get back on a win, and that includes your original bet. So let's go back to our number, 2.50. That single number tells you literally everything you need to know instantly. No extra math required. The math is just so straightforward. You bet 1 shilling, you win, you get 2.5 shillings back in your hand. So your actual profit, it's that 250 minus the 1 shilling you started with, so 1.5. You know your exact return on investment in a split second. It's just clean. You see, this system treats every single bet like a financial transaction. It's all about return on investment. The mindset is that of a calculated investor, which is probably why it's the standard pretty much everywhere else in the world. But now, let's look at the other side of the coin. This is where things get a little more complicated. This is where the emotional story of betting really comes alive. We're talking about American moneyline odds. And boom, right there, that's the fundamental difference. See, while decimal odds are all about your total return, American odds tell a totally different story, a story that's all about your potential profit. The moneyline system anchors everything around this really important psychological benchmark, a 100-unit bet. It's not about what you get back in total, it's all about how much you stand to win on top of what you put down. And it all comes down to a simple plus or minus sign. That plus sign, that's for the underdog. So plus 150 means for every 100 you bet, you profit 150. The minus sign is for the favorite. And minus 200 means you have to risk 200 just to profit 100. It's a completely different way of looking at risk. With the underdog, it's all about the potential gain. That plus 150, it's not just a number, is it? It feels like a prize, a trophy. It's a powerful story about how much you could win for taking a little chance. But then you look at the favorite, and the entire emotional script flips. You're not thinking about this exciting win anymore. Instead, your brain is focused on how much you have to risk just to protect what feels like a sure thing. So when you put these two clues together, you get the big reveal. You see this deep, fundamental psychological divide in how we're taught to even think about a bet in the first place. Let's just break it down. Look at the focus. Decimal odds, all about the total payout. American odds, they zoom right in on the profit you'd make on a 100-unit bet. This changes the framing, right? It goes from a simple investment to this big story of risk versus reward. And that means the core question you ask yourself changes too. It goes from a logical, what's the probability, to a much more emotional, wow, how much can I win? And that's really the heart of it. These aren't just two ways to show the same info. Your brain is literally having a different conversation with itself about risk and reward depending on which system you're looking at. You can almost imagine the two different personas these systems are built for. The decimal system is perfect for the calculated investor who just wants the numbers, quick and easy. But the American system, that really speaks to the value hunter, the person who's drawn in by the thrill of the chase and the story of a big score. So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? Why should you care? Well, it's about understanding the story that the numbers are trying to tell you. Because at the end of the day, how these odds are shown to you isn't just math, it's a language, and it reflects a really deep cultural difference in how we're taught to see risk, value, and the whole idea of gambling itself. So the next time you see the odds for a game, just pause for a second. Ask yourself, what am I really looking at here? Is it an efficient, straightforward calculation, or am I being told a story about potential profit? The answer might tell you a lot more about your own mindset than you think.